With 11 days to go before we get a chance to vote here at home, thousands of expats will be making their choice this weekend, and it comes at quite a cost for some. Now, most countries only have a few options, some only one, and for expats with considerable travelling needed for those living far away from the voting stations. We reached out to some South Africans living abroad on what the costs will entail for them to make their mark.
Okay, so after 4 hours of traveling, I finally made it to Berlin to be able to cast my vote tomorrow in the early elections. I had to get an early train because I still have to work during the day, and I wanted to make sure I had time to still work. It is an expensive trip. I had to book a hotel room to stay in for the evening, book my train ride. I've spent quite a bit of money, about like 200 euros, but it is definitely worth it, especially if we still have the opportunity as South Africans not living in South Africa to still make a change and to still have a voice. I definitely want to vote because I still have loved ones who live in South Africa, and I want to be part of the change. So that sacrifice, the financial sacrifice, is worth it for me because there are people that I want to live in a better South Africa who I love.
We've been living in London since last year, October. We're very excited about the upcoming elections that will take place on the 18th and 19th of May here in London. We live in the southwest and close by the District Line, which is one train that would take us directly to Trafalgar Square, where the voting would take place at the High Commissioner of South Africa. The journey would be about 40 minutes by train, including the walking, and then about 140 Rand per person for the return tickets.
So I'm traveling from Düsseldorf to Berlin to cast my vote, and it's costing me about 150. I'm sharing with a friend. The train ride is like 4.5 hours, but the reason I'm taking this long journey is that I still believe in my country and I plan to retire one day. I still have loved ones there, so I'm going to vote for change.
So we live in Utrecht, the Netherlands, and we are planning to catch a train tomorrow from Utrecht to The Hague to go and vote at the South African Embassy, and that is about 15 euros or 300 Rand for a one-way trip. But we're quite excited because we will be going with friends from both Utrecht and Amsterdam.